Hello everybody and welcome back. Why did I yawn? As soon as I started the video, it's actually eating time. We've officially reached that moment of the rotation streak where it is easier to go left than it is to go right. Let's continue. Look at that sack slash mom dagger. Ooh. Well, we'll discuss our run here in a second. So we started with BFF, 10 bombs, and ventricle razor, one of my favorite things. And we just got the mulligan. All right, our tier rate, 11, so it's basically Samson. But our damage is far higher than Samson at a 4.23. Speed is above average. Range is slightly below average, but let's be honest, range is probably one of the more easily upgradable stats in the game. Luck is positive. Shot speed is fine. 3 red hearts. I mean, let's be honest, this is a far better start than most of my goddamn Eden streak runs that I did. BFFs is a little bit of a bummer because I genuinely dislike this item, but I feel like I flip on that one a lot. I feel like I've said I hated it and liked it equally throughout my time playing this game. But I genuinely, as of this moment, dislike this item. If I choose that I like it at some point in the near future, forgive me, BFFs, for having spoken ill of you in the past, but I'm only human. My opinions are allowed to change over time. Christ, I used to hate Ventricle Razor. Now it's one of my favorite active items in the whole game. I used to despise this item. Go back and watch my top 10 best and worst video, or top 10 best and worst new items in Afterbirth video I did like 3 years ago. Tell me that that video is not outdated. I disliked Tractor Beam. I disliked Ventricle Razor. Pretty outdated video. Alright, where the hell am I going? I need... Well, for starters, I need to remember that I have 10 bombs to start with. I also need to remember that I have the Ventricle Razor. The simple fact that I did not get all 3 of those pots with one play frustrates me beyond all belief. But the fact that I took that damage frustrates me within belief. Now we have +1 luck. Sweet baby Christ. This is a good run. Little tenuous. Okay, there we go. So how you guys doing today? It is actually like the first time I'm recording tonight. Pretty excited about the recording session. I started about an hour later than I normally would because I got wrapped up watching. I basically fell down the YouTube wormhole. I was watching old clips of 90s cartoons. It was very therapeutic for me, especially because it's considering my mental state lately. It was very nice to be able to travel back down that rabbit hole and be like, man, TV shows were really good back then, and man, cartoons were sometimes really, really bad. And also, sometimes cartoons were really, really adult. A lot of good shows on around that age. When I was around that age, rather. I was a young boy. Christ. Wee little, like, frickin' 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old Penta watching some of those shows, man. Good stuff. Like, you got, what's your favorite, like, this is where you guys show your age. What was your favorite show growing up? I won't even say cartoon. What was your favorite show growing up? Because, like, technically, like, Power Rangers isn't a cartoon, but it kind of is. Absolutely. It kind of is, but it isn't, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a cartoon because it's not animated, but let's define this for a second. Does a cartoon have to be animated? Who do I call about this? Do I call Stephen King? Who do I call about this? Who do I discuss this with? Because now I'm very concerned for my own thought on what a cartoon is. I know anime is animated feature works, right? So it's not, anime is not a cartoon. Anime is just animated features, right? Japanese animated features. That's what anime is. It's Japan animation. Horrible. Very horrible. But he's done it. And he's achieved nothing. But spent another bomb for literally no reason. Very frustrated with myself right now. I have wasted so much. But I have achieved nothing out of that. I want PhD. That is what I want in my life right now. Is I want Fudge PhD. Without having to lose my own HP, thank you. Yo, they gave me the PhD. Gotta get it, PhD. Power pill, fantastic. Definitely not interested in going up there. I will go into here. I will wait 4 seconds and then I will pop this. And I didn't even need the power pill, but we got Binky, which is huge. I can't take the razor because we've already got an S tier active item. Fuck, I just punched my microphone. I'm so sorry, but that should not have been terribly loud for you, but I genuinely love the razor in this situation because we have a lot of red hearts. And because it's an Eden run, because we've done our 2 runs with Azazel and, what's his fucking name? The, Lazarus boy. We're now going back to the chest this run. Which would have made the Razor Blade far more useful with the Polaroid. With the Polaroid effect. Being able to stack infinite damage, basically. However, I'm very pleased with our run right now. What I'm not pleased with is the fact that I did not use this for that. But it's only a challenge room. If it was a curse room, I would have been much more upset with myself. Probably the best bomb I've ever placed in my life. Very unfortunate to give me a bomb and a key back, but you know what? Wait, second best bomb I've ever placed in my life? That was horrible. Yeah. Yeah. You don't have 10 bombs anymore, Penta. Calm yourself. You only have 1 bomb remaining. However, I gotta say, Binky, super good. We now have 2 bombs. Binky, super good. We are now firing Eve's Mascara double damage shots at effectively a hindered tier rate, but we're not even at a bad tier rate, because this is like, is it garbage? Absolutely. But for 8.46 damage, it's not too bad. And for the fact that Eden can start with worse tier stat than this, I mean, it's not too bad. We're also making a decent amount of buckaroonies here, which allows us, even more so buckaroonies, allows us the fact that we can go to the shop on this floor, potentially getting a black candle. I'm so excited for a champion's belt, which would give us basically +3 damage. Depending on our damage multiplier is this version of Eve, or Eden. Eden has a different damage multiplier depending on when you play him, which is why he starts with different damage every time. I don't need to go into exactly the numerics behind that because that would be incredibly boring. In fact, there's already a goddamn video out there describing how Eden works. But I can't really say that with complete confidence because I have not watched it. It's by Alexa. I've not watched the video because, honestly, I don't watch his videos. That's not true. I watch some of this stuff, but it's hard to watch him because he sounds like Angela Anaconda. Speaking of horrible cartoons, here's the thing. Here's your homework for the people who also watch Mr. Alexa over on his YouTube channel. Go prove me wrong on this. Go to his YouTube channel. Watch the beginning of one of his videos and tell me he is not Angela Anaconda. I'm just saying. Tell me he is not exactly Angela Anaconda. Return to this comment section and be like, Penta, you're actually right. What is the intro? What's the introduction theme of that song, that cartoon? Isn't it like, hey everybody, hey, hello, my name is Angela and welcome to my very own show. And then she just makes a bunch of weird noise. She's like, yabba doo 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 dee doo doo dee. It's like, it's literally an Alexa Kid video in like 90s cartoon form. And the fact that she's like a 9-year-old girl and sounds exactly like him just makes my relationship with him even more sound, honestly. Because it gives me more reasons to poke fun at him. I like Alex. He's a good guy. It's all harmless fun, you bunch of wieners who think that I'm being serious when I do these kinds of things. No, I'm just harmless fun, but the best jokes are the ones that have a little bit of truth behind them, and yeah, he's literally Angela Anaconda. I wish I was joking. I'm not. I wish I was, though. Would make it, a little bit of a... Wait, no, I'm not gonna go full red hearts here. Is this our... Caves 1? What was in our... Oh, it was the razor blade. Oh, yeah, so we're, like, well beyond good here. Well beyond good here. Be a crawly boy. Oh, my God, it's a crawly boy. Get bombed and pissed on, my friend. Hey, everybody. Hey, hello. How you doing? Welcome to my very own show. I'll take it for the luck upgrade, but I'm really mad to have this much health. I think I have 5 red heart containers now. I have 6. Oh, the Eternal Heart. I forgot about the Eternal Heart. I also did not use the, one makes you larger pill here. Also known as the... Ooh. What? No, I don't want it. You can't make me take it. The, little Sonic reference for those. I did not hit her. I did not. Fuck! But also kind of okay, because the Swallow Penny makes me not lose money. I did not use the Vorpal Shenanigans. You know what I'm talking about. The item that is in my active item slot. The Ventricle Razor, the Portal Gun. I did not use it for the Cursed Room. Very unfortunate on my part. This guy's taking no damage. I can't help but notice. Except for right there. And this. Gonna put us down to a 13. Ooh. Wait a second. No, use this first. I was a dumbass for not doing this. We're gonna get money. We're gonna get huge damage. Keep in mind, Eve's Mascara. Our damage is going to be literally insane. Yeah. The World card. World Star. I might be able to get back in there. 15 damage. Feeling okay strong. At least moderately okay strong. Use the world card. Just get this shit out of this floor, man. So 14 tier rate now with the nearly 15.5 damage has made my tier rate seem inconsequential. Ace of Hearts is so fantastic. In fact, it's so good. I'm just gonna do this. Take that. Ace of Hearts. Grab a black heart. Grab these. Go in here, and we're just gonna get Bookworm. I already fought the boss, so I can use that without any hurt. I can take this and not have to use a key anymore. Get that Bookworm. Take this and leave. My God. This is an eat and run, man. What you want on an eat and run? This is the thing. This is the bar we've set. This is the bar. This is where we've come to. No joke, though. This is the bar I've now set for an eat and run. Something that starts out a little risky and then just grows into a mammoth of unprecedented power. Also, rip hearts. I will go full soul heart. I'm not taking Monster's Tooth, as much fun as it could be to take it. Already part 1 Guppy. I only have 1 bomb. I also have, you can now see secrets, the pill. So I don't even need to worry about bombing my way out of these things. We haven't been in there. We have been in there. I'm just a dumbass and I came back for it for no reason. Okay. Alright. It's easy. I'm not going to do the easy joke here. Listen. I'm not going to do Mr. McKinney. Whatever the hell his name is. Mr. McGilroy? Shabazz McGillicuddy? Alfred Handcock? Rory McGumfrin? That was his name? Mr. Mackey? Was that his name? Mr. Mackey? That sounds familiar. I'm not a South Park fan. Speaking of cartoons that are bad, I'm not a South Park fan. It's actually not bad. It's objectively one of the best, like, shows of all time. I'm just not big into it. Alright, I'm gonna take this, because it gives me shops on the worm. The worm? Yeah, the worm! I'll do it. You know what? I'll do it. Yeah. He is untouchable. He cannot be beaten. Hey everybody, hey, hello. I genuinely hope, and he's a good friend of mine, but I genuinely hope that there are at least 5 people who now cannot watch his videos without hearing that theme song. That is the goal of this episode, is to have ruined your Alexa viewing experience. And honestly, I don't watch his videos, but I hope he fires back at me. I hope he does. I hope this guy's like, oh, you just wish that I would write a diss track of you because I got all the ammo. He acts like he's got 14 armories full of ammunition that he could use against me. It's like, all right, let's hear some of it. Let's say I struck the first blow, even though I struck the last blow because I totally destroyed you in the burger sandwich debate. Within our first argument of it, you just don't understand how victory works. It's okay. Not all of us can be perfect. Not all of us can be perfect. But no. As much as I like him, I do kind of want that to be the lasting effect of this video. This single, potentially 25-30 minute video is going to be 36 minutes. We already know it. But this one single video, I can't do it. You can't make me do it, game. Not today. Ooh. With Eve's Mascara, that's a big old damage boost. Also kind of wishing I took the Book of Belial now, because it would give me another damage multiplier on top of everything. But you know what? It's okay. But no, the single 29.5 minute video, my only goal with it now is to have ruined at least 5 people's viewing experiences of one of my unusual crew friendos. Because personally, that would be hilarious. For everybody to go into his comment section and just spam the link to the original Angela Anaconda theme song. I'm going to take this because Little Steven doesn't do anything for me right now. The Dark Bomb is horrible. I'll re-roll it. Oh, absolutely take the flying. Speed upgrade. Hell yeah, we haven't gotten a speed upgrade this whole time. And also, if you guys haven't noticed, there's a lot of keys over here, but if you haven't noticed, we have more runes to take with us. For instance, the Sierra, or maybe the Sierra. Lots of stuff we could do with these. In fact, there are so many Yarras. There exist so many Yarras. I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do this. Because these are the plays you subscribe to the channel for. Listen. You don't need to hide it. We all know you're here for one reason and one reason alone, and that's to see me make Angela Anaconda references, fart noises, weird, strange other noises. Unfortunately, re-rolling Crooked Penny. Oh my god. If I didn't like Ventricle Razor so much, Crooked Penny was the obvious choice. But we'll get a Crooked Run. We'll get a Crooked Run. Don't you guys worry. At one point on this streak, you know there's going to be a Crooked Run. There will be one. Yo, Lord of the Pit here was extremely positive. Not only because... Hello. Oh my god. Are you even... Yeah. Not only because of the fact that it gives us flying, which is an incredibly good ability by its own, but the speed upgrade. We were very slow. We were only at 1.09 speed, which is ridiculously slow for where we are in the game. Thanks to the hover over, I was not actually able to see what enemies those were. So the game actually almost just killed me. I'm a bit frustrated, but as with most things, you just gotta move on. We have PhD, so I'm going to buy this. And by this, I mean this. Why did I buy the piggy bank? Because I am a dumbass. Are these pills good? That's pretty good. Gulp is really good, actually. So I'm gonna take that gulp right away. I'm gonna gulp this and just grab this. And the lemon party's good, but I don't honestly think that was worth the money I put into it. Especially considering I bought piggy bank for no reason. Well, it wasn't no reason. There's gonna be shops in the womb. Especially now that we gulped the trinket. There's gonna be shops in the womb. So having access to piggy bank, pretty good. A lot of batteries dropping. A lot of batteries dropping. Not sure what's happening here. I can see what's happening here. I wish I knew the words to the song, but I never saw Moana. It's like you're face to face with a demigod. I am Dwayne Johnson. I bench press Jesus. It's my daily routine. I eat 10 cans of beans. I'm making fun of the guy who, within like 9 minutes, had more subscribers than me on YouTube. This guy earns my subscriber base, earns all of you guys in a matter of like a day. Crazy, freaking stupid-ass bullshit celebrities, get off of my YouTube! I'm actually not that guy, I don't honestly care. I was watching a Will Smith video the other day. I'm the opposite of the guy you want to be mad at celebrities coming into the freaking shit. That's where I watch all of my Conan highlights is on YouTube. I don't really give a shit that celebrities are, ooh, they're taking over YouTube. It's not that they're taking over YouTube, you're just shitty at being a YouTuber. And so they get the limelight. They're not buying your subscribers. You can't buy subscribers. I mean, you might be able to. In fact, you probably can, but I'm not going to venture into that dark side of this conversation. These are awful. So I guess I take this because we have huge, massive sexual tiers. Sexual healing, baby. Sexual healing. Is that Shaggy and Marvin Gaye? Is that what I'm thinking of there? I think that's Shaggy Marvin Gaye, right? I think that's what that is. I know it's definitely Shaggy, but I think Sexual Healing is Marvin Gaye, isn't it? Yeah, we're going Polaroid, baby. Let's do it. Let's go fight this child. Make him cry and then die. And then jump in his toy box because we're a very unusual adult. Also a little bit of science for the people that are watching. I actually came up with a name for the unusual crew. I have more impact than y'all even understand on that damn crew of people. But I'm not going to get into that. That's a conversation I don't want to have because I hate being the guy who's like, well, I did this. That's not the guy I like to be. I sometimes can devolve into that, man, when I feel like I've been ousted. Like sometimes when I don't get credit for something that I feel I deserve credit for, I'll be the loudmouth. But I'm not going to be the guy who's like, well, I did it first. I'm the one who did this. Which is why the satirical joke about the Wheel of Isaac and the Deck of Isaac exists, because Alexa's like, oh, you basically just stole my idea and made it different. I'm like, yeah, but I didn't steal your idea, because your idea was a rip-off of an original idea from like 6 years ago. So it was fun to poke and prod at each other. Oh, abso-friggin-lutely. Especially considering I just got a penny out of that, and I can reroll more. Oh my god, Lilo and Stitch. It's time for the Pokemans. I hate this item, but it's better than taking car battery, which does literally nothing for us. Better to have something that does occasionally something decent than something that's actually functionally useless. Actually functionally useless. That is the most penta sentence you've ever heard in your life. We have 2 Brim Viz. My god, the world is ours. I'm also rolling on my rug, which is not a sexual euphemism. Do not get hesitant on your ability to watch this video. I am actually purely just rolling over a rug. A single rug, because having a rug under your computer desk, A, improves your sound quality, B, makes your feet comfy. And if there's one thing I need in my life, it's comfy feet. I don't like wearing socks outside of when I'm wearing shoes and like at work. And I think that is a far better trinket. And I think I'm right in saying that I'm pretty sure like that argument is like a 50-50 split. I think the globe is split on that issue. The sock wearers versus non-sock wearers debate. Are you a sock wearer? Do you wear socks when you're not out and about? I can't do it. I can't do it. My feet need to be naked. It feels weird if I'm wearing socks and I'm not like jogging or putting bacon into my cart. It's a very uncomfortable feeling. First thing I do when I get home from work is I take my pants off. I don't even take my shoes off first. Or my boots, rather, because I wear boots at work. But, let's get some shoes. But no, the first thing I do is I take my pants off. Second thing I do, I take my boots off. Third thing I do, socks are immediately off. Socks are off before the pants even come off. Or not pants, the underpants come off. Which also come off because then I go into my gym shorts. Which is habitually what I wear 90% of my life. I'm a gym short guy. That's me. I'm the guy you see who's always wearing casual gym shorts. And, talking about how he's like the most down-to-earth casual guy because I don't need to be dressed up to go to Kmart. I don't even think Kmarts exist anymore. Is there a Kmart? Are Kmarts real? I got kicked out of a Kmart once. That's a real story. I got kicked out of Kmart once. I was planning on telling that story during a recording of the Unusual Crew Plays Minecraft bullshit, but I'm not gonna be in that series anymore. So I got kicked out by some of the other members. Let's just move on from that. That's a harsh conversation. I want to be part of it. I feel like there's something I was just about to talk about, and I don't remember what it was. And it wasn't the Kmart story. I was about to teeter onto something, and I friggin' forgot what it was. But yeah, I got kicked out of a Kmart once. Me and my buddies, we were in a Kmart. We did not live in this town. This was a town that we were visiting for a military event. I'll say it like that. It was a military event. And we went into this Kmart, and there was a joke on if we were just to sit in the, you know, if you go into like a Kmart or like I was gonna say Quiznos. Quiznos doesn't have these because Quiznos is it's a sub shop. But you go into a place that has like the furniture displays, right? I was like, ooh, this is what your dining room would look like if you bought this exact table. Well, this one had one of those, except it was on a raised platform. It was like a raised entire, like a Menards. It was like a raised entire part of the store dedicated to showing off this this spread of furniture. And I also forgot there was a freaking shop in that last floor. Unless I didn't, and I'm just forgetting. I think I might have actually gone to it. I'm forgetting. But no, we went and sat up on top of those, and the funniest thing is we actually we bought stuff before we went up there. So we went and we bought like some boxes of like the Hostess crap. We bought snack cakes and Twinkies and ho-hos and shit like that. And we went and we sat up in the furniture display. We just started eating the shit. We literally just sat up there post-purchasing of snack food. And we just started eating stuff and having a conversation. And one of us made the joke that, hey, we should have bought like a deck of playing cards in the recreation area so we could at least play some cards or something while we're up here. And we didn't even like do it as like a joke. More so, like we obviously were like, what would it take to get kicked out of this place? But it took him a surprisingly long time to come over. An employee actually walked over, I would say probably like 20 or 30 minutes later. Not even joking. This guy was probably on his lunch break and we ruined it. But he walked over like 20 or 30 minutes later and he was like, excuse me, gentlemen, do you have a... We can't necessarily get you in trouble for this, but because there's no loitering policy or anything. But we would really appreciate it if you could, vacate the premises or at least, make a purchase or something. And we just looked at him and we're like, we did make a purchase. And he's like, what did you do? And we said, well, we bought these snack cakes. And he's like, oh, well, okay. And he just walked away. And then another 10 minutes later, the manager himself came over and he was like, all right, I know there's no policy against what you guys are doing, but we'd really appreciate it if you guys could just like leave the premises. You got what you came for, blah, blah, blah. We're going to ask you nicely. Could you please take your purchase and vacate the premises? Essentially, he was basically saying, get the fuck out. You bought your snack cakes. You can't pretend this is your kitchen. Please leave. And, well, we obliged. We obliged, of course. We were not complete assholes. As much as it would be hilarious to have been a complete asshole in that situation, we did leave. And so yeah, that's the story of how I got kicked out of a Kmart. It's quite funny. I'm not even joking. Like, that was one of the, like, highlight times in my early, like, the double Empress, though. Absolutely. So this is going to be hilariously easy, I think. So we're going to kill him his first phase. And then with the Empress times 2, we should actually destroy phase 2 of Hush. Like, unapologetically. But yeah, we were in that phase of our lives where we're just like, no one actually gives a shit. We're just having fun for the sake of being teenage assholes. And yeah, it was quite comical. Looking back on it, it's very dumb, but it was hilarious at the time. If you guys ever did anything incredibly stupid as a teenager, some of you are probably still teenagers, but if you ever did anything as a teenager for my older audience, and I got a lot of my audience is a little bit of an older demographic. I'm not saying you guys are like 50 or something, even though I do have some older gentlemen and ladies watching, but if you are of the demographic of, 18 to 25 or something like that, what's one story that you find absolutely hilarious? I completely forgot we got the mulligan on floor 1. What is something that you did when you were a youngin' that you look back on now and you're like, that was incredibly funny and stupid, but you look back and you're like, yeah, but it was like really stupid. Not necessarily something you regret, because I do not regret getting kicked out of a Kmart. Not even remotely. It was insufferably funny. Like, I was about to die laughing when we got back out in the parking lot and got to the car. I was like, we actually just got kicked out of a Kmart, guys. And he was so, like, northern Wisconsin about it, too, which, I always joke that northern Wisconsin is basically, like, we call it almost Canada. It's like not even a joke, though, because northern Wisconsin is basically almost Canada. He was so nervous about kicking us out. He was like, I'm sorry, I don't want I don't want to kick you out because you might come back and make more purchases in the future, but he just seemed like he was not sure if he was going to get us. Like, I don't know. He was so nervous about kicking us out. It was so funny. Or maybe he's just that type of guy that late carbonated beverage here. Maybe he's just like that type of guy that was not fit for the position of kicking people out of a place. I don't know, because those guys do exist. There are men and women out there who were not born with the gift of being an asshole, right? I have this gift. I use it frequently. It's the gift that keeps on giving. I did not miss my Yera. I'm very proud of myself. I very easily could have left the Yera behind. No, you take the Hagelas. You know, I did a lot of dumb shit when I was a kid. I'm okay. We all do dumb shit when you're a kid, but I did a lot. Like, some of the stuff I don't even think I could say to a large audience for fear that people would judge me horrendously for it. I've done some horribly stupid stuff when I was a kid / teenager. Things that I've been fined for. I broke one of my best friend's elbows. He had to be in a splint for several weeks. We all did. I set his hair on fire. I carved up. This is one of the worst ones. It's not even one of the worst ones. This is just one of the worst ones for like a kid of that age. I carved up an entire deck of one of my friend's Yu-Gi-Oh cards because his cat peed on one of my Magic card boxes. And it's realistically, it was the cat's fault. Obviously, the cat peed on it. But he was the one who... I'm going to get really aggressive here, and I'm going to tone it back. But it was like I felt justified at the time taking some of his Yu-Gi-Oh cards, which arguably are way less valuable than Magic cards. And also just... he didn't even play Yu-Gi-Oh! I thought it was even a functional frickin' deck. He didn't even play Yu-Gi-Oh! He was a Magic player, but he had Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And the dude had a deck, quote-unquote, of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And so I carved him up with a wood utensil. Scratched the faces up. I didn't even cut them up. I didn't do anything nasty like that. They were still usable, still readable. I was just upset. My Magic cards were peed on by a feline, and therefore were soggy mush of cardboard and urine scent, and had to be thrown away. Discarded. I had a Helm of Caldra in there. I had a Heedless one in there. It was a good deck. It was a good deck. And then there was a bunch of miscellaneous cards in there that were probably still good cards, but the deck that was in there was what made it worse, because it was a 400 card box. We have 5 luck. We're going to be brutally assassinating here. And I also did not use the Yera or the Ansys, because Ansys is pointless right now, but the Yera, completely unneeded. I'll Yera if I get another chest. I promise. That's my fly. Didn't realize I had a fly. I was trying to kill that fly, man. That's not even the surface of the horribly stupid shit that I did when I was a kid. Maybe eventually I'll share more of those stories, but some of them, like I said, like you might think I'm playing it up for an act, but some of them I legitimately don't think I want to share. Some of them I don't think I can share. For legal reasons. And also personal reasons. Some bad, some good, some funny, some dumb, some costly, some... I don't get embarrassed very, very, like, much. At least I did when I was a kid. As I gotten older, I started, like, I don't really get embarrassed, but I do feel ashamed in myself. Embarrassed and ashamed are different things. Like, I get ashamed of myself, like, I'm like, oh, I can't believe I did that. But I never get rosy in the cheeks and embarrassed when people witness me doing something stupid, because I live on awkwardness and doing stupid shit. So it's like very hard for me to become embarrassed. I've felt embarrassment like maybe a half a second in my life, but there are things that I've been ashamed of doing in my past that I don't want people to know about. See, look at that, it's a new Minecrafter. The sprites were updated. I knew it. I knew turning that mod off was the right choice. Everything's been good since then. Everything has been good since then. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. And then I always go into like, Since You've Been Gone by like that cadence of the Lego Movie song, legit in my brain, is inseparable from Everything is Awesome from the Lego Movie. Or the cadence from Everything is Awesome from the Lego Movie is inseparable from Kelly Clarkson's Since You've Been Gone. So it's like, everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome. Yeah. Maybe you didn't care what I want. It's the same freaking song, and I'll have nothing to hear about it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Milkshakes all around for our 10 streak. My God, we are moving on to... Oh, shit, we're moving on to the Lost. Next episode's going to be a doozy. Catch you later.